Hi, welcome back to my channel. Hope you're having a good day, night, evening, whatever time it is that you're watching this. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you. I apologize. I am so annoying. So, what we're gonna do today is, never mind. I was gonna change the font, but I'm not gonna do that. What we're gonna do, as always, comme toujours. Is it? Para siempre? No, para siempre is. Wait, is that right? My Spanish has become so horrible. Like, it was bad already, but it's just getting worse. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this story brought to us by Kim Tae's wife, because I can't say her name because she wants to remain anonymous, and that is cool with us, right? Right. Okay. What first caught my attention of BTS was their song BST, but I was scared to get into them because at that time I was a sophomore in high school. Despite the fact that I was afraid of becoming ARMY in 2016 because of how people would have seen me, I became a soft stan at the end of 2016 but never told anyone. I became ARMY because I really enjoyed BTS's music. I love the message that their music spreads. And eventually I became open about being an ARMY in late 2017. That's around when I became ARMY. Like the DNA era. I love all the members equally, but the one that stole my heart from the very first day was Kim Tae. Seongchi. Ooh, child! I'm gonna go ahead and. Is that gonna reveal her identity when I talk about the story? I don't know, but I want to tell the story, so I probably will at the very end of the video, though. I gravitated towards liking them at first because I liked the beats of the songs. Their beats are ridiculous. Then slowly I started to get curious on what they were saying, and I really liked the message they were trying to get across. My favorite thing about BTS is how they try to be honest about how they feel with ARMY. I have never felt connected with another group like the way I feel with BTS. They make me feel like I know them on a personal level, which I wish was true, but I know will never become a reality. Never say never. You don't know what life has planned. I love how they tell us when they are feeling sad and when they are feeling happy. To me personally, I love how they trust us. And we trust them right back. Because we is a family. Even though it hurts me when I see them crying, I love how they are not afraid to show ARMY. ARMY is not any. To show ARMY and the entire world their emotions. And I sarang na. This is such a serious story, but I'm just over here making jokes. Ay, chum. Anyway, the journey to becoming a BTS ARMY has led me to meet wonderful people who I love. All my life has been full of depression, but when I first met BTS, from the start of listening to their music, it gave me a sense of euphoria that I could never forget, that I could forget all of my problems and just fly away. Ever since meeting BTS, I have slowly started to accept the way I am. Ever since meeting BTS, I have slowly started to accept the way I am. Oh, okay. I'm not fully there yet, but someday, hopefully, I will be able to say I fully love myself. I truly, from the bottom of my heart, eye to eye, I hope that you get there because you deserve to love yourself because you are freaking beautiful. I keep telling you this, but your ass don't listen. And you can sing like a freaking, I'm gonna try not to curse, but you can sing really well. And I wish you would just gain just a tiny bit of confidence, just enough to at least freaking Just do Winter Bear. Come on. But no, seriously, your voice is really nice. My favorite thing about myself are my eyes. I love the color and the shape of them. Although they are a very common color, I still love the color of my eyes. You should. Your eyes are so pretty. They remind me of Tay's eyes. I've already told you this. I think I told you this. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll keep you anonymous. But that's not what I meant by what is your name. I meant like who are you? Basically was what is your name. When I was young, I say around 5, I was sexually violated by a family friend. I just never realized at that age. Let me go back to that. When I was young, around 5 years old, I was sexually violated by a family friend. I just never realized that at that age. All I knew was that it felt wrong, but I didn't know what it was, and I never told anyone other than my family. Then my family decided to move to North Carolina. By the time I was 9 or 10, I don't remember. It doesn't matter. This was 4 or 5 years later. I hope your family beat the living shit out of him. I hope he went to jail or died, Either one is fine. Because fuck that guy or girl, whoever did that, fuck them. But I do remember me being excited because my uncle was coming to visit and we didn't have any beds. So he had to sleep in my bed. I was happy because I had not seen him in a while and he is my uncle. What could go wrong? A lot, personally speaking. But that night, my uncle also sexually abused me, and I knew that was wrong. But once again, I didn't know anything, so I didn't tell my parents. Oh, I misread the other part. But I did change a lot, and I was very hateful towards people. I had no more patience. I was very shy. I started to hate myself even more than I already did. But mostly I had lost trust in people, and I started to hate people even more. I wouldn't want to talk to anyone. My parents thought it was just because we had moved states. So we moved back to Boston and we lived with my uncle. I tried to ignore him. I would listen, but our relationship was just never the same. A year passes. Finally convinced my family to move. We ended up moving here. Where's here? We ended up moving. I currently live in a state. We ended up moving here to the state I currently live in. My entire life I have hated people, but I hated myself even more. But when I meet BTS, like I said, they introduced me to the state of euphoria, which I had never truly felt. Slowly, they started to make me realize my self-worth and that I am not alone in pain. You're definitely not alone. And if you ever feel truly hurt, just listen to Forever Rain. That song is amazing. It helps a lot. Or Answer I Love Myself, with which I see as my anthem. I love that song so much because it just takes away all of the negativity that's in here. It just floats away. So yeah. Slowly they started to make me realize my self-worth and that I am not alone in pain. Hopefully one day I will be able to quote BTS and say that I truly love myself. I hope so too, because you deserve to. You truly, truly do. They have helped me with my depression a lot, and most of the time I'm okay, but some days I still wake up feeling empty. You are way too young. You are way too young to be feeling like that. I really hope that you, well, you can't go outside because, nature hates you, but I really hope that you get to just enjoy life. You deserve to be happy. You truly, genuinely do, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But now, instead of having to suffer alone, I have BTS and some really close BTS ARMY friends that always help me bring my mood up. She's saying all that, but she really just means Taeyeon. Tay. That was a joke. I try to do my best to make people happy nowadays. I don't care what type of day I am having. If my friend tells me that she is having a bad day, I will try to make them smile in any way. I mean, it's important to be there for your friends, but it's more important for you to be there for you. So maybe try to make others happy less, and then focus more on making you happy. BTS has helped me restore my faith back in people, but even though I slowly started to break out of my shell, I still never think I will be able to fully come out of it. I can relate to that. To me, BTS means euphoric happiness that will never ever end until ties are broken. Until ties are broken, until death does us part. Okay, so that was the end of that story. And the thing is, it is so common for us, and when I say us, I don't mean like Black people or African people. I mean Eastern people, people who are not from the US. It is so common, like Asians and Africans and people like that, for us to say, oh, my uncle is coming over so we can stay, and like my uncle can hug me and do all this extra stuff. And because we're such a collective community, we don't see anything wrong with that, because we're all family is how we see things. Even though, another story for a different day. So with those things, we just keep allowing these people to get closer to us, closer to our children, and this is how our children end up getting sexually assaulted. And that's not okay. It's not okay to say, oh, that's your uncle, let him hug you. That's your uncle, sit in his lap. No. I don't even trust a father, let alone an uncle. Like, just like this story, just like Kira's story, and Kira's story hit me the most because that was every single thing I was feeling. But with her story, it just blows my mind that we keep allowing these people to be so close to our children. And I know it happens in every single culture, like white, Black, it doesn't matter. But I know it happens. But I'm saying it mostly happens in the cultures that I know. And we need to stop that. Let's not think it's okay for a family friend who we call uncle, because that's what we do. We just keep calling people uncle. Like, you're not my uncle, you're a family friend. And this means don't touch me, don't come close to me, don't touch my child, because I will hurt you. I will literally go to jail for my child. We don't play that game. This got way too personal way too quickly, and I don't like being mad or angry or whatever, but the world is just so freaking annoying. Yeah. Oh, the story, the little story I was gonna add was, this girl right here and Tay are so freaking connected, and it's not like on a delusional level. Or maybe it is. Maybe it's just I'm just like seeing things and connected dots that don't exist. But here's what's so weird about it. Like, she would tweet something saying, "Oh, Tay, I miss you. Please tweet something or upload a picture or do something, whatever." And then no more than 48 hours later, here goes Tay tweeting or posting. And I'm saying 48 hours because I don't know the time frame, because sometimes it's 24 hours, sometimes it's 10 minutes. Like, it just happens. It's so weird. The coincidences are so weird. But then in DNA they said this is not a coincidence, so I was just like, are they stalking us? What's happening? But at the same time too, we all know that BTS be stalking ARMY, so Can they stalk me? Can Jimin freaking stalk me? Can RM stalk me? Like OT7, I need y'all to come and stalk my page. This page. What is this page called? Jimin's Aura. At Jimin's Aura. Okay? Go ahead and stalk that account. Thank you so much. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and end this video right there. Thank you so much for being here. And everything I said in here applies to you. Don't let nobody tell you how to run your life. Don't tell nobody tell you how to live. Your happiness is your choice, and nobody should ever have any kind of authority, any kind of anything, any kind of power over you or your happiness. Choose to smile daily. Tell yourself you're beautiful. Tell yourself you love yourself in the mirror long enough until you start to believe it yourself, just like Kim RM. I don't know why I started calling him that lately. But anyway, bye!